The new fiscalization law that has forced all businesses to issue their bills via the Finance Ministry seems to be working well, as since the law coming into effect in stages on April 1st and July 1st of this year, the taxmen have raked in €1 billion more than in the same period of last year. The Finance Ministry has announced it would now go after those whose earnings do not match the property they own in a bid to clamp down on tax evasion. Transparency International Croatia has called on the government to enable the general public full access to data on how farm subsidies had been distributed and how much money was given out over the past period. The NGO believes that that would help reinstate the trust of the taxpayers, as they would be able to see how much and who had been given the funds. Croatian farmers have been calling on the government to pay up the agreed subsidies and have been holding protests claiming their livelihoods have been threatened by the money not coming in. And in international news, the bribery case of the Finnish defense contractor Patria started today at the district court in Hämeenlinna. 6 former employees of Patria are accused of aggravated bribery and 3 of corporate espionage. All of them contest the charges. Patria sold armored vehicles to Slovenia in 2006. According to the prosecutor, payments were made during the deal, which were meant as bribes involving Slovene state officials and soldiers. The case is of particular interest to Croatia, as once these legal proceedings are completed, a similar case will be tried in relation to the sale of 84 armored vehicles by Patria to Croatian army in 2007. About 300 metric tons or 79,000 gallons of highly radioactive water has leaked from a storage tank at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, operator Tokyo Electric Power said on Tuesday. There were such spills since the plant suffered a triple meltdown 2 years ago. The leak is the latest in a string of problems faced by TEPCO, which has already been struggling to contain an estimated hundreds of tons of contaminated groundwater that experts believe is flowing into the sea from the site every day. And in arts and entertainment, the 3rd edition of the Opus Film Festival opened last night with the screening of the Croatian blockbuster movie The Priest's Children by Vinko Brešan. Over the 5 days of the festival, some 75 domestic and foreign movies will be shown, including feature films, documentaries and animated films. The renowned writer from the region Mirko Kovač died in the Croatian coastal resort of Rovinj on Monday at the age of 75. Kovač is the author of a number of novels, short stories, screenplays and essays. He lived in Belgrade until 1991, the start of the war in the region, and then moved to Croatia and became an important member of the cultural circles. 2 good friends, Ivan and Daniel, from the quiet town of Križevci near Zagreb, have come up with the idea of a worldwide internet bicycle register that can be found at the online.bicreg.info page, and where anyone can list their bicycle data for free and buy a sticker for their bikes containing the basic data aimed at preventing theft. Although bikes can be registered with local police stations in Croatia, this data is not readily available and not even shared electronically between different police stations. Hundreds of bikes are stolen across Croatia annually, and the pair are hoping the page will help in both retrieving the stolen bicycles and theft prevention. And in sports, the Dinamo Zagreb soccer team is to play Austria from Vienna in the first game of the UEFA Champions League in Zagreb tomorrow. The Austrian team has arrived in Zagreb this afternoon. Already some 15,000 tickets have been sold at about €2 each. The kickoff is at 8:45 tomorrow evening. And now for Wednesday's weather. The Adriatic will see the most of the sun in Croatia tomorrow, while the continental regions will still experience a lot of cloud and rain in places, especially in the first half of the day. Bora is expected along the coast, moderate to strong, and gale force at the foot of Mount Velebit, but will subside in the course of the day. Morning temperatures of between 19 inland and 24 on the coast will be replaced by top daily temperatures of 27 degrees inland and up to 32 along the coast.